Anyway, I was playing another piano, and I felt bad because you're my favourite, and I didn't really. Oh, hello, hi there, everyone. I was just having a conversation with Roland. He was feeling basically he thought I was playing the other piano, and I was, but I had said, this is an open piano house. So he understands. Anyway, hello everyone. It's Thursday, it's May the 7th. Stilgoe in the Shed, episode 44. All the fours, 44. Well, I'd say actually all the fours is 4 to the power infinity. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. But bingo doesn't go up to that. So we'll stick with all the fours. Hope you're well. How are you? And yes, thank you for the compliments about my cardigan. The compliments about my cardigan. They're very, very nice and very stripy. Hello from Cheltenham. Hello, everyone. My friend Paul gave me this a few years ago. Thanks, Paul. Paul Kemble. And yes, if you want to play Where's Wally, ha 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 ha, it's not very difficult. But just have a go. Yes, I got there first, Amanda. Yes. Anyway, I hope you're all okay. I've had a bit of a funny morning we have. You sometimes feel it, don't you? You sometimes feel the upon your head. But let's cheer ourselves up with some music. And first, I'm going to do a song called I Wish I Were in Love Again. And I played a little excerpt of this and did this lovely chat with my friend Julian Villard, who's a New Yorker. He's a brilliant singer-songwriter, pianist, and he's got a show called Song Talking, where he chats to various songwriters, and we do a sort of back and forth thing. But we were also talking about other songs, and he was asking about how I adapt stuff. And I played this one, and I hadn't done it for ages. It's called I Wish I Were in Love Again by Rodgers and Hart. And when I was just getting into lyrics properly, I got given this book, which at first I thought obviously that it was called Reading Lyrics. And I wondered why it was so thick, why there should be so many songs about Reading and the outer lying Berkshire villages. Turns out it's reading lyrics, and I got it wrong. Hello, Reigate. Fred, I didn't know you lived in Reigate. That's a lovely stroke of luck. My grandmother lived in Dorking, and my mum was born there, in fact. Anyway, reading lyrics, and I was flicking through all the Lorenz Hart lyrics, and I found I Wish I Were in Love Again. And I found this couplet, when love congeals, it soon reveals the faint aroma of performing seals. Which I thought, well, that's the best thing ever written. And then I found out the music, and yeah, this is the song. You don't know that I felt good when you up and parted. You don't know I knocked on wood, gladly broken-hearted. Worrying is through, I sleep all night, appetite and health restored. You don't know how much I'm bored. Sleepless nights, the daily fights, they're quick to buggin' when you reach the heights. I miss the kisses and I miss the bites. I wish I were in love again. When love congeals, it soon reveals the faint aroma of performing seals, the double crossing of a pair of heels. I wish I were in love again. No more pain, no more strain. I'm all sane, but I would rather be gaga. Pull that fur of cat and cur, the fine mismatching of a him and her. I learned my lesson and I wish I were in love lie, the blackened eye, the words I love you till the day I die, the self-deception that believes the lie. I wish I were in love again. The broken dates, the endless waits, the lovely loving and the hurtful hates, the conversation with the flying plates. I wish I were in love again. No more care, no despair. I'm all there, but I would rather be punch drunk. Believe me, sir, I much prefer the classic battle of a him and her. I don't like quiet, and I wish I were in love again. In love again. In love again. In love again. Wrong note at the bottom. How about that? I'll admit my deficiencies right in front of you. Yes, that's called I Wish I Were in Love Again. And great lyrics. And the tune is lovely as well, but the lyrics are the thing for me in that one. It's still going on about my costume. Well, I wore it for the morning walk with child number 2, the malfunctioning baby, thus the no director of photography. I was wearing this, and I thought that'll do. That'll do for the shed. It'll do for the shed. And as you can see, the hair is still growing. It's still growing, managing to tether it. Send me your pictures of your hair, I want to see it. So when I asked you what songs you'd like today, there was some positive energy for David Bowie. Now David Bowie, no, sound like David Jacobs. David Bowie, he's a young man, he's terribly good looking, he's got one eye a different colour to the other one. But what marvellous songs, and hello everyone, thank you friends, he's playing our kind of music. That's my David Jacobs impression, that's one for all the kids. Hello everyone, Desmond Carrington. Desmond, I'll work on my Desmond Carrington, it was good. Do a fringe, everyone needs a fringe. Look at how much gap I've got between my eyes and my head. If I could have a fringe, I'd be in bingeness. How about that, guys? Bungle. Anyway, there was some positive vibes for David Bowie, so I'm going to attempt for the first time a David Bowie cover. And that might surprise you, but also not surprise you. Because he's so unique, he's so in his own sphere. I've never touched his songs. I've left them to him. Thank you, David. Anyway, this is my favourite Bowie song. It's a god-awful small affair to the girl with the mousy hair, but her mummy is yelling no, and her daddy has told her to go, but her friend is nowhere to be seen. Now she walks through a sunken dream to the seat with the clearest view, and she's hooked to the silver screen. But the film is a 7-bore, and she's lived it 10 times or more. She could spit in the eyes of fools as they ask her to focus on sailors. Let me start again. Okay, it's difficult, this one. I'm gonna go again. It's a god-awful small affair to the girl with the mousy hair, but her mummy is yelling no, and her daddy has told her to go, but her friend is nowhere to be seen. Now she walks through a sunken dream to the seat with the clearest view, and she's hooked to the silver screen. But the film is a saddening bore, for she's lived it 10 times or more. She could spit in the eyes of fools as they ask you to focus on sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's just the freakiest show. Take a look at the old man beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, I wonder if you'll ever know. Seen the best-selling show. Is their life or not? It's on America's tortured brow that Mickey Mouse has grown up a cow. Now the workers have struck for more, 'cause Lennon's on sale again. See their mice and their million hordes, from Ibiza to the Norfolk Broads. Rule Britannia is out of bounds, to my mother, my dog and my clowns. But the film is a sad bore, 'cause I wrote it 10 times or more. It's about to be written again, as I ask you to focus on sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's just the freakiest show. Take a look at the man beating at the wrong guy. Oh man, I wonder if we'll ever know. He's in the best-selling show. Is their life on Mars? Sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those creatures go. He's in the best-selling show. Is their life on Mars? Is their life on Mars? Boy, that's a tricky song. I apologise for Bowie fans. That was hard. So hard and so good, but so hard. Well, I've just seen a nice message. That is a surprise. I genuinely thought I absolutely bodged that one. I'll do it again sometime. Someday. I've got no, I got a message from Nicola Shaw. She said, could you play some Gregory Porter or Nat King Cole for her parents? And in my writing it looks like Chaz and Dave, but I'm sure your parents aren't Chaz and Dave. I now look closer and it's Chris and Diane, which is more likely. Genuinely more likely. So a bit of Nat King Cole. Yes, I'll do Straighten Up and Fly Right, and that'll This is a ridiculous song about a monkey and a bird. Or is it? Richard Wilson's in. I don't believe it. Monkey took a buzzard for a ride in the air. The monkey thought that everything was on the square. The monkey tried to throw the monkey off his back. The monkey grabbed his neck and said, now listen, Jack, straighten up and fly right, straighten up and stay right, straighten up and fly right, cool down above, but don't you blow your top. What's the use of jiving? Ain't no use in diving in a lockdown. Straighten up and fly right, cool down above, but don't you blow your top. The buzzer told the monkey, you are choking me, release your hold and it will set you free. The monkey looked the buzzer right dead in the eyes, said your story is very touching but it sounds like a lie. Straighten up and fly right, straighten up and stay right, straighten up and fly right, down above, but don't you blow your top. Anyone dancing out there? And 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe some mouth trumpets in order. Choking me, release your hold and I will set you free. The buzzer looked the monkey right dead in the eyes, said your story's very touching but it sounds like a lie. Straighten up and fly right, straighten up and stay right, straighten up and fly right, cool down and pop up, cool down and pop up, cool down, pop up, don't you blow out, up, up. Straighten up and fly right there. A novelty song. I think Nat King Cole had a hand in writing it. And thank you so much. Anyone interested in this book, which is great and massive, and only cost £320. No, $39.50 from the US. It's by Robert Gottlieb and Robert Kimball. Robert Gottlieb and Robert Kimball. Two guys, very good music writers. The two Roberts. An email from Ray. Ray, sorry I didn't ask if I could read this out, but I'm going to. Hello Joe, we would firstly like to say thank you for the shed streams. They have punctuated our days during this curious time. We haven't missed a day. It is a very uplifting half hour, nearly a compliment, both for the music and also for the rapport. Oh, this is compliment city. The rapport you managed to establish with all of us at home. We forget you're only looking at a lens. You say that, Ray, but just beyond the lens, sometimes I'm looking at my fascia bush and some clothes pegs. And also, at the moment, I'm looking at a very sweet couple of garden tables which we set up yesterday with the girls because we had a pretend fete. Well, it wasn't pretend, it was real. I mean, it was a thing. We had a flower stall, we had a toy stall, we had a cake stall. That was pretend. We did a real fete, and the 5-year-old child did some bunting. Classic. Anyway, so I'm not just looking at a lens, I'm looking at things. But yes. We watched your conversation with Julia Villard. Here we go, returning back to this. That was fascinating. It did make me wish I had a much greater knowledge of the technical aspects of music. It exposed a lack of application in my youth, and it is much too late to put that right now. It isn't, Ray. As you approach the end of the session, I was hoping your choice of piece would be Seaside. I really think that is so evocative on so many levels. For me, it immediately brings the image of gentle waves breaking and receding on shingle. In searching YouTube for that program, we stumbled across recordings of your dad, including some with Peter Skellern. We binge-watched a selection until 2 a.m, so please thank him for the pleasure his wit and musical skill still gives us, which is Stilgoe. There is something very intimate about streams. Compliment. Yours is our definite daily fixture. Others are popping up that we also enjoy. Well, you're busy, Ray. I suspect we're now seeing more jazz in our week than we did before. Apparently, it has become the custom to say where we all first saw you. For us, it was the late term at Henley Music Festival, many times since, of course, including the piano jam at the Old Vic. No one knows how this is all going to pan out, but I hope we shall be able to see you live in the not too distant future, perhaps at the Unlock the Shed gathering. In the meantime, please stay safe and well, with the same wish for the DOP, together Stilgoe Minor and Stilgoe Minimus. Thank you, Ray. What a delightful, lovely email, beautifully written. You sound like a man of great scholarliness and integrity. I'll blow my nose in front of you guys. Anyone tuning in, this is Stilgoe in the shed, blowing his nose, dealing with hay fever at this time. It's May the 7th. If you're watching tomorrow, it's Friday, and you should be watching the children's special. If you're watching at the weekend, happy weekend. If you're watching next week, did I do this yesterday? Did I? Hair's gone mad. So Ray asked for A-Train. Take the A-Train. I'll do a bit of that. This is by Duke Ellington. If I play it right. Sniffing out, clearing my nose. That was a bit of a train. I've got another email. The director of photography does send her apologies once again. Little bit of nap scheduling is going awry. Here she is. Got your hat on? Never normally wear a hat. You should be asleep. I'm just talking about you.
She's showing you her hat.
Yeah, I love your hat, darling.
She won't keep it on.
No. It's all about the show.
No, we're not playing
With an 18-month-old.
We're not playing in. We're just doing a show.
I'm just chatting to the guys. I'm about to read out an email from Pamela Belbin. Pamela Belbin. Everyone's commenting on my top. Sometimes in a not overly complimentary fashion. I've had Dennis the Menace, I've had Wes Wally, I've had accusations of patriotism. They're all good people. Morning, Joe. I have Richard Madeley to thank for introducing you to me one Sunday morning on BBC Radio 2. BBC Radio 2. Since then, I've purchased your CDs, correct? Seen you at the Turner Sims in Southampton, correct? Where I live, correct? And also at the Old Vic in London, where I saw you in High Society. My late husband and I were massive Parky fans, so I decided to go to the recording of his show for Friday night, his music night. From my seat, I was thrilled to see Adam Goldsmith, ex-Nijo. That's the National Youth Jazz Orchestra. Ex-Nijo on guitar, and then the singers appeared, and you were one of them, the icing on the cake. Compliment, compliment. As a massive fan of the late Mark Murphy and a great follower of Ian Shaw, could I request I keep going back to Joe's, which Sir Richard Ronnie Bennett also sang on Claire Martin's CD When Lights Are Low. Yes, yes, yes. I defy anyone to watch your shed in the show and not leave... Oh, compliment, compliment, compliment. Thank you. Best wishes, Pamela Belvin. Pamela, I hope you're watching. If you're not, I'll see you in the repeat watch. Here's I Keep Going Back to Joe's, and what should be noted is by two guys called Fisher and Seagull. And I have to say that they are they're enjoying themselves in lockdown. Down in the water. There's plenty for them to do, Mr. Fisher and Mr. Seagull. I keep going back to Joe's, to the table in the corner, sipping wine and staring at the door. Our old waiter knows we're through. Still he sets a place for you, everything the way it was before. I keep going back to Joe's, but the man who plays piano never plays your favorite melody. Joe keeps busy at the bar, never asks me where you are. He was there when you walked out of me. Now I pray you walk back in, and I'll say what fools we've been, and we'll celebrate a happy new beginning. Chances are you'll never show, but I know just where to find me every night until it's time to close. Just in case you miss me too, I'll be there to welcome you. That's why I keep going back to Joe's. Now I'll pray you walk back in, and you'll say what fools we've been, and we'll celebrate a happy new beginning. Chances are you'll never show, but you know just where to find me every night until it's time to close. Just in case you miss me too, I'll be there to welcome you. That's why I keep going back to Joe's. Going back to Joe's. Well, thank you again. That's allotted half an hour exercise we're allowed. Sending love and warmth and all good things over to you, everyone. If you would like to donate to this week's show, please send your money the way of Homestart UK. There's a link on the Facebook post, but also homestart.org.uk, I think, is the website. And until tomorrow, which will be the children's special. And don't forget, Saturday is Glad Rags and plastic bags at 8 p.m. Enjoy the weather if you've got good weather. And lots of love. Best wishes. See you again.